Hi, I'm going to demonstrate today how to use a foam roller prior to going out for a run. So each week before you head out for your run, or each time before you head out for your run, really would be a good idea to get out your foam roller and take the extra 15 to 20 minutes, or even 5 or 10 minutes to get this done. It can save you from having shin splints, knee issues, low back issues, hip issues. So foam rolling is myofascial release. And we call it prehab. So my foam roller is approximately 3.5 feet long and about 6 inches in diameter, and it's smooth. A lot of the foam rollers out there are bumpy or corrugated. You can go that route if you want. I think the smooth ones are nicer to be on. So this may hurt. Some areas will hurt more than others. So you're going to start with, I was going to show you as well. You can also have a shorter foam roller, and they're better for travel. So this is good on race day. This is actually one of these cut in half, but you can buy them this length as well. So you can buy one and share with a friend if you want. So the first thing you're going to do is sit on the foam roller. So there's right on your sit bones, okay? You're going to cross one foot over your opposite leg and make sure that that foot is not touching the floor. You're going to reach across your body and grab that knee that you've just crossed over. Put your hand on the foam roller on the floor next to it if you've got a short one, and roll toward that leg that you are holding up. So when you roll, you might need to come a little bit forward or a little bit backward, and as you come onto it, you might find that you find a spot that is painful. If you do, you're going to hold that spot. If you don't, roll around and see if you can try to find one that does hurt, and hold that spot, whatever hurts the most, for 15 to 30 seconds. So once you've done that, you're going to move on to laying on your side on the foam roller so that the foam roller falls in your hip crease. So if you bend your knee, your bottom knee, you'll find the foam roller is falling right at that spot. So then once you're sure you're there, you're going to stack your feet up on top of each other, and this time you're just going to roll forward into your hip crease. And again, if you find a spot that hurts, stay there, and if not, roll back onto your bum and coming to about 45 degrees or maybe even 60 degrees, both forward and back. And again, the next one we're going to do is your IT band. This is where most of you will have pain. It's very common to have tight IT bands, and IT band syndrome sets off runner's knee. So we definitely want to make sure that our IT bands are not tight. So to roll your IT band, you're going to take your top leg and bring it forward in front of your opposite, and you're going to start rolling down the side of your leg with your full body weight on the foam roller. If and when you get to the point where you find a spot, which mine is right here, so I'm going to pause, that hurts, again, stop and just breathe into it. Take a few deep breaths, 15 to 30 seconds in that spot, and try to work through the pain. If you need to, you can use your up leg and your hands to lift some of your body weight off the foam roller. Some people won't be able to tolerate how tight that muscle is, but it'll get better over time. So once you've paused at that area that's bothering, roll a little bit further. Your IT bands might take you longer than the rest of your legs, as you might find that you have 2 or 3 spots, and you're going to end up rolling all the way down until you're just above your knee, but not quite across your knee joint. So you're going to roll the whole thing from the top. You're going to roll all the way down to the bottom of your IT band. If you desire, after you've gotten your spots, you can just go back and forth 1 or 2 times to really loosen that up. And then you can come onto your front to roll your quads. So to roll your quads, you're going to cross one leg over the other and tip just a little bit onto that side so that all your body weight is on that quad. Your other one can be touching the foam roller just for a little bit of balance. And again, roll down your quad until you're just above your knee. You don't want to come onto your patella or your kneecap. You want to stay just above the knee and come all the way down to it. Again, pausing if you have any areas that give you issues. The next area that we're going to roll is the back of the leg, starting with the hamstring, and then we're going to move down to the calf. So you're going to cross one leg over the opposite, and holding yourself up, you're going to roll down your hamstring, holding yourself up off the floor. See if you find a spot. If so, hold still. Again, 15 to 30 seconds. If not, you can continue rolling until you get just above your knee. And then for this one, like the IT band, if you like, you can roll back and forth from the crease of your bum to the knee joint a few times to kind of roll that out and really loosen the tissues up after you've paused on the spots that bother. And then continuing on to your calf, making sure you're starting just below the knee joint. You don't want to come in behind the knee. So you're going to lift yourself up so your full body weight is on one calf. If you can stand that, if you can't, you can split the weight between your two legs. But if you can handle it, coming down and again, pausing in any areas that hurt. If nothing bothers, then you can go from top all the way down to the bottom, rolling back and forth a few times. The last foam rolling that we're going to do is for your adductor, so inner thigh. So this one you want the foam roller perpendicular to your body, and you're going to come onto the foam roller with your leg bent at a 90-degree angle so it sits right up into your groin. And keeping your knee bent at that 90-degree angle, you're going to roll away so that the foam roller is rolling down toward your knee, keeping it up at a 90-degree angle. And again, pausing anywhere that it hurts. So now that your foam rolling is done, before you head out for your walk, jog, or run, you still want to warm up your legs doing a little dynamic stretching. So dynamic stretching is stretching through a range of motion, or actually warming up the muscle through a range of motion, and warming up the joints through a range of motion. So if you can hold on to a friend or a tree or a post or whatever, and you're just going to start by swinging your leg forward and back. So you want a good full range of motion, so you're really warming your hip joint up. You're getting as far back as you can and as far up as you can, and you want to do approximately 20 swings on each side. So again, just straight forward and straight back, making sure that your toes and your knees and your hip all stay in that good forward alignment, so you're not coming out to the side or across midline or whatever. So nice and straight. And then after you do that, you're going to turn, and I'm going to hold on behind me, but you'll want to face whatever you're holding on to, and you're going to come across your body. So your leg is going to swing across your body and out. When you come out, your toe points up. So across and up. And again, getting your full range of motion, which as you swing through that range of motion, you should be able to get a little bit more each time, and doing approximately 20 on each side. Okay. After you do that, you can do some hip rotations. So you're just going to bring your hip up and around. You may be warming up the joint. You want to, again, do approximately 10 to 20 each side. And really get that hip joint warmed up. To warm up your hip flexors is dropping down and up. Toes and knees point forward. You can hang on to something for this as well. And just dropping your back knee down toward the floor and straight up. So you're pressing through the front of your hip, which is really warming up your hip flexor, and this will warm up your quad on the opposite side as well. You can come into a hand plank, step a foot up by your hand, and then drop your back knee down and up. Again, this warms up your hip flexor, your hamstring, and your quad, and just alternating sides. So stepping up, drop back knee down and up, switch sides, drop back knee down and up. After you've gone 4 times each side, then you can push back into down dog and pedal out your feet for a calf stretch. Again, notice that we're moving through each stretch. You're moving while you're in the stretch, so the muscle is getting warmed up through a range of motion. And that's it. You should be able to go out there now in good shape and start warming up.